Welcome, ladies and gents, to Twisted Metal Lost. Well, I shouldn't say lost, because that's not what I'm doing. Instead, I'm doing the Sweet Tour. I am currently working on a personal project that is Twisted Metal related, and I figured why not record part of the research going into this. And I know that in this pack, I have the Twisted Metal Head-On Extra Twisted Edition, and it comes with like all of this behind the scenes goody stuff. So like the lost endings from Twisted Metal 1, a documentary on the series leading up to Head On, and then there's this, which I played through once, and it was actually when I got this game about 10 years ago, and I didn't even pay much attention to it. I just played through it, collected all of these clown heads that have info on this canceled project, but you know what, I'm just going to shut up and we'll just start. But apparently this came from a canceled Twisted Metal game. I believe it was Black 2, and it's going to look unfinished and unpolished, so just bear with us here. Alright, so here we are. Yeah, this was supposed to be, I believe, a part of Twisted Metal Black 2. They wanted, like, some kind of... Well, if I can get out of here. Alright, there we go. Sweet Tooth just wanted to grab that ledge. So, I figured... This was a part of Twisted Metal Black 2, I believe, and they wanted to include these adventure sections for you to explore the world. It sounds good on paper, but for a Twisted Metal game, I feel like that may not have worked out in their favor. Who knows? Like I said, it was supposed to be a sequel to Twisted Metal Black, which was exceptionally well reviewed, and I'm currently chipping away at it myself. Yeah, and like, your Sweet Tooth, he can jump animation's a little weird. He can also punch. Look at that haymaker. Look at it. Oh man, I'm not gonna try and rip on it too much. I know that this is like a rough build of what's left over. So, but they turned it into a little mode of its own for Head-On Extra Twisted Edition, so that you could see what the game was like, or what they were going for. But, is there anything back here? I forget. Excuse me if I don't remember the entire layout. Like I said, I played this 10 years ago, so I don't remember much from this. Yeah, here we go. You're supposed to collect these clown heads to view factoids, so here we go with the first one. The Black That Never Was. An entire on-foot section was planned for the never-released Twisted Metal Black Part 2. In those sections, players would have selected both Sweet Tooth and the Preacher and gone on foot to perform a variety of character-based missions. What you see here is all that remains of those foot missions. The animation is crude, the art is not final, and there is little gameplay. Still, we thought you would enjoy this behind-the-scenes look at what might have been. See if you can locate all of the glowing Sweet Tooth heads in the level. Each head will reveal more about the past of the Twisted Metal series. Thanks for playing our game and exploring the Twisted past with us. Yours truly, the Twisted Metal team. Cool. Oh, there's Jaffy. There's Papa Jaffy right there. And that's Scott Campbell right next to him in the red. I wish I remembered everyone else's names. But I don't. So, but still, thank you guys. If any of you ever see this, thank you for making this, putting this in. I'm excited. Birth of a level. Twisted Metal levels begin life in one of two ways. Someone has an idea for a cool setting, and then the team comes up with gameplay for that setting. Or someone has an idea for a cool background shape that would lead to fun gameplay. As you can see from these images, many levels start as very simple shape sketches and then expand out to highly detailed maps. Most of these maps are from Twisted Metal 1 and 2. Wow, yeah, that's really rough. And it does get more detailed. Look at that. Suburbia. That's from, I assume, yeah, from Twisted Metal 1. You can see single track, and then 1998. I would assume that's a 5. It's cut off there. But that's cool. That's really cool. It's an interesting process. I wouldn't have thought otherwise. When I was making, I used to practice making Twisted Metal like maps when Disney Infinity was a thing. It's a weird blend, I know, going between trying to make something similar to Twisted Metal but using Disney Infinity assets. It's such a weird blend, but I tried making it work, and I would just go with whatever was flowing in my head. I never went in with a predetermined layout or anything. Electrical. So does that mean, is there a dead end here? This is a big map, last I remember. Okay, cool. So this is a dead end at some point. Wow. I wonder if they wanted to put in like weapons for you to grab to combat enemies. The need for concept art. Concept art is used to aid the game's modelers, showing them what the world they are building should look like. Concept art is also used to sell the core ideas of the level, helping everyone involved to get the emotional feel the level should evoke. Sometimes, as you can see from these images, concept art reaches a finished, polished state. Other times, the art is just a rough sketch meant to indicate layout, perspective, or mood. Alright. I gotcha. Oh, there's Sweet Tooth, flying in with missiles behind him. There's Outlaw. Oh, I remember that one. That was from Twisted Metal 2, I think, right? Yeah, this room feels like you should be able to, like, grab a weapon or something. Again, looks very rough, but, you know, rough build. Wasn't able to be finished. But, still, good detail. Like, even for a PS2 game, like, this is pretty impressive. That's one of the things I've noticed too, is that can I do anything with these? No? Alright. That's one of the things I've noticed too about as I've been playing Twisted Metal Black, is that game surprisingly holds up really well. The cutscenes maybe not so, but everything else is like really, really good. The origins of Sweet Tooth. This is concept art from Twisted Metal 2. As you can see, the city rooftops level originally included flying Sweet Tooth helicopters as bosses, an idea that would not be implemented until Twisted Metal Black. The Dark Side vs. Sweet Tooth image marks the first time an artist gave the ice cream truck head a living personality, seeing the clown with such an evil personality inspired the team to flesh out the driver of the truck itself, applying the vibe of the head on the truck to the driver inside. It's funny they mention that, because I know they did that with Twisted Metal on PS3. Like, you had a giant freaking carnival that Sweet Tooth drove that was on wheels, like a whole freaking theme park on wheels. That was insane. And then Sweet Tooth itself could transform into basically like a transformer. Came equipped with like rocket launchers and machine gun. It was so badass. Okay, so yeah, concept art from Twisted Metal 2. Oh, there's Shadow. I used to play Shadow a lot. Oh, there's the Sweet Tooth helicopter right there. That's really cool. That is really cool. I remember, I can't remember where or... Oh yeah, I think it was on one of Jaffe's streams. He was talking about Twisted Metal PS3, and he said that he had always wanted to incorporate a helicopter into Twisted Metal, so that's why Talon was in Twisted Metal for PS3. He even admits it doesn't work out, but honestly, I don't really care. I thought the helicopter was kind of cool. Hard to use, but still kind of cool. Battle in your own backyard. This is concept art from Twisted Metal Head On. It builds on the theme established back in Twisted Metal 1, destroying the familiar. The team always felt that car combat battles would be more fun and satisfying if they took place in your own backyard. This is why the suburbs has been a staple of the series. The team assumed most players would be suburban dwellers and would enjoy destroying the very place in which they live. Probably why I enjoy this series so much. I grew up in the suburbs. The fairgrounds is another variation on the destroy what is familiar theme. Yep, makes total sense. Makes total sense. There goes Axel blazing past the frickin' mail truck. Destroying a carnival. Yeah, that's... It works. I mean, it works. I wouldn't be surprised if Jaffe drew from his own childhood on that. The rec room. I assume this is another dead-end area. Yep, here we go. I see arcade cabinets. Pool table. Would we have been able to play pool? Sweet Tooth playing pool. That would have been awesome. Vending machines. Crazy cars. These are cars that were too far removed from reality to exist in the Twisted Metal universe. In the same way, the team wanted players to fight on battlegrounds they could relate to. They also felt it necessary to create cars that people would see driving around in real life. Without these reality-grounding elements, the game would never have resonated with such a large audience. These images did not fit into that vision and were therefore cut from the game. Alright, whoa, that is pretty freaking weird. A car with the top of a helicopter. That is a little weird. An airplane, a plane tank, a jet tank. Oh my god. Oh, this must have been when Jaffe was talking about drawing cars as like insects in a way. Yeah, that's interesting. What are these? Huh. I guess just fictional things. Maybe those arcade cabinets are references to something from the universe, but I'm not. Nothing's clicking in my head. Oh no, wait, War of the Monsters? No, that's an actual game. So then what's this? Down. I don't know. It's obviously a motorbike racing game, but War of the Monsters. Nice for them to include that. Hopefully no problems rose up from that being in there. I wouldn't imagine so, but, you know. You know how companies get sometimes. Darktooth design. These are rough designs for Darktooth and Towertooth from Twisted Metal Head-On. These are a long way off from the original Darktooth and Twisted Metal 2, which was basically the Sweet Tooth ice cream truck scaled up to a giant... Okay, my TV just blacked out for a second there. Scaled up to a giant size and given a huge number of hit points. With each title, it gets harder and harder to design a Sweet Tooth boss that is unique and special enough to be a boss character, while still retaining the core elements of the very simple ice cream truck design. That is true. That is very true. Oh my god. Holy hell. Oh god. My whole nightmare. My mom, I hope my mom doesn't watch this. She's not going to like this. She hates clowns. She hates them. I did date a girl at one point where she just absolutely hated clowns. And I remember I went to her house and we were going to play PlayStation. And I'm like, hey, babe, look what I brought. And I showed her the cover of Twisted Metal PS3. And she's like, get that out of here. Get it the fuck out of here. Oh, hey, who are these two dudes? Can I punch them? I can. Okay, well. He exploded into meat. Alright. Shu 3D model. These are 3D models of Sony Computer Entertainment America's Vice President Shuhei Yoshida and Sony Santa Monica Studios head Alan Becker. The team placed the characters in the game as homage to the executives responsible for some of Sony's biggest hit games. There's Shuhei, and that's it. Did I accidentally hit Shuhei? Oh, it's so crude. It's so crude. It's so crude. I would imagine this must have been a key location for like a level at some point, but I wonder, do they respawn? No, they don't. Well, control room. Okay, so this is the main path then. Cafeteria, alright. New factoid. Hovercars! Yeah, this was another idea that they explored for Twisted Metal 2. Focus test reception was so poor for Twisted Metal 1 that the team explored the option of turning the vehicles into hovercars for the sequel. It was believed that the focus test results were poor because control of the Twisted Metal 1 vehicles was too confusing and frustrating. Yeah, putting the square button as the acceleration isn't exactly intuitive, but you get used to it. The team felt hover vehicles would be easier to control and more user-friendly. However, once the positive reviews and fan reaction from Twisted Metal 1 came in, the team decided to stick with standard vehicles. Yeah, I remember seeing these in the Dark Past documentary. Cool designs, but this does not say Twisted Metal at all. I mean, maybe for a spin-off that says Twisted Metal Future? I don't know. Cyber Metal? Future Metal? I honestly don't know. Anyways. Selling the vision. While a development team may be excited about making a game, other folks need to be just as excited in order for the game to get the support it needs from various departments. Marketing, sales, PR, etc. The following images were created to sell the vision of Twisted Metal to other departments within Sony. Urban Assault, Christmas 95. Doesn't exactly stick the landing name-wise. Urban Assault. Cool concept art. I really like it. I dig it. Twisted Metal Wasteland design document. That's a little odd. I wonder if this is one of those rejected or scrapped ideas they had. Oh, here's what we're playing right now. Why does he have a gun? Oh, that would not have sat well with me. Seeing Sweet Tooth with a friggin' assault rifle in his hand, that would not have sat well with me. It's not his character. The evolution of Sweet Tooth. As you can see from the photograph taken during filming of the Twisted Metal 1 and movies, Sweet Tooth was at the start simply a circus clown. He did not even have his trademarked flaming hair, but by Twisted Metal Black, the classic look of Sweet Tooth had emerged. From chicken scratch sketches to full-blown CG character models, no expense was spared in bringing this mascot character to his current iteration. Jiffy. Yeah, that's not... That looks a little more Twisted Metal 2, but creepier. Interesting. Ew. He chopping his own fingers? Don't know what this is. Huh. Oh, there he is. There's our big dude. Hello, boys and girls. I could never do Sweet Tooth's voice. It's just way too deep, too bass. Too bassy. Uh-oh. I wonder if I'd be able to jump off of there. Let's see if this factoid says anything. The beginning of an idea. These are sketches of various play ideas drawn over the course of Twisted Metal's 10-year history. Now 20 years. Actually, we should be approaching the 25th anniversary. Like next year, I believe. These are sketches of various play ideas drawn over the course of... Yeah, I read that. Hundreds of pages of game design notes were created with various members of the team contributing to the game's design. Many elements of the Twisted Metal series arose from these sorts of rapidly sketched spur-of-the-moment bursts of inspiration. Yeah, it looks a little bit like my notebook when I'm trying to draw art, fan art. I was trying to draw something about a week ago, and nothing was sticking. I just kept doing rough sketches upon rough sketches upon rough sketches, and nothing was clicking for me. Exit. I don't want to exit. Not yet. I need to go back and see if there was another factoid or something. Maybe we'll end the video by jumping off of this thing. Or actually, we'll do it right now. No! No, I didn't want to save. Okay, well, you know what? Save and save often. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can jump off of this. Nope. So they put that invisible wall there. They knew there wasn't going to be a way out. Would have broken the whole mode. Alright, so there's really nothing else here. So we just went in a complete circle. Right? Yeah, we went in a complete circle. Alright, so what's this one? The prison ship. From rough sketch to finished level, these images show the progress a level goes through as it grows from an idea to a fully functioning battleground. Oftentimes, as shown in the double image, a simple 3D level is handed over to a concept artist who will draw on top of the 3D art, creating the details that transform a level from a dull world of gray shaded blocks to a believable 3D battleground. Interesting. Okay. Oh, this is from Black, isn't it? This is my favorite level of the whole game, honestly. I might want to do like some kind of dissection video with it. Cuz like I've been looking at the animation too of the cars, and I just find it fascinating with like how they really thought about where weapons would be stored for each vehicle, so I might actually do a video of that soon. Going wacky. Uh-oh. Designing a new Twisted Metal game, there always seems to be a desire to go wacky with the car designs. It's a temptation the team has always resisted, feeling that going wacky while generating a laugh or two would hurt the thematic integrity of the title. Here are some fun but wacky vehicle designs that felt too silly to include in the Twisted Metal universe. I feel like these are probably going to be cars you would see in like Twisted Metal 3 or 4. David Jaffe's favorite amazing S-tier iterations of the entire franchise. I know you love them, Papa Jaffe. I know you love them. Yeah, that looks like something from Small Brawl or TM4. I could be wrong, but yeah. I get the vibe it's going for, but yeah, that would have been a little too weird. The tractor seems cool. I would have been down for that design. I wonder what the pitchfork could have done, like, I don't know, maybe a napalm effect or something. Yeah, I totally want this. I honestly want this. Freaking Sweet Tooth in a little golf cart. Can we please, in the next Twisted Metal game, can we please get this? I so want that. I want his giant, rotund ass stuck inside a tiny golf cart like that. That's great. That is great. Oh man. Alright, exit. Oh, go to the impound lot. That's right. Can I not? No? Alright. To the impound lot we go. Alright. I think I remember this part. This is where we're supposed to find our car, I believe. Alright, impound lot. What the fuck? Oh, and we can go back and forth. That's cool. That's cool. Alright. Twisted Metal rejects. For every vehicle that makes it into a Twisted Metal game, there are 20 or more that end up in the reject pile. Sometimes a vehicle gets cut because it's too similar to another vehicle already chosen for the game. Other times, a vehicle is rejected because it looks bad from the game's behind-the-car view. Here are some vehicles that over the years found their way onto the yes list several times, only to be cut from the game at the last moment. It's interesting they say that, because the behind-the-car view has always been important to me. Racing games, car combat games, everything. Anything that involves a vehicle, a car has to look not only cool, but you also have to be able to see what the hell's in front of you, you know? So that is very important when it comes to stuff like this. Anytime I've played a car combat game or a racing game, and there's a car that seems cool, but it just doesn't work from a camera view, I've always been like, well, why couldn't they have done it this way, or why did they have to include it altogether? So, oh yeah, that would have been a huge problem for camera. I can already see it. It looks kind of cool. It looks more like something you'd see in Jaffe's recent game, Drawn to Death. Um, probably because of the side art, but this does look a little minion-ish, just a little bit. Or maybe what's his name in Head On? The redneck who drives the RV. I think it's Cousin Eddie, but I know that's the name of National Lampoon's Vacation character. I don't know. This looks okay. Too basic to be a Twisted Metal vehicle, but it looks okay. I don't know what the... I'm not entirely sure what the problem here would have been exactly. This one, maybe. I do see the behind the car view there. It looks a little weird. Maybe it's because of the length. Maybe it's because of the fire truck's length. Oh, this would have been cool. This would have been really cool. In fact, this reminds me of WWE Crush Hour, because they did have a similar design for Vince McMahon's car. I might actually do a playthrough of that game soon. I know it's terrible, but there's some cool things about it. Anyways, but Vince McMahon was given a limousine almost like this. So it's interesting to see a similar design. You know? We'll have to take a look at that. Predator car. That's actually really cool. If they could have gotten the rights to AVP and had Predator as a guest character, that would have been freaking awesome. That would have been awesome. I wonder if there's any more rejected designs that they'll show. What have we got up here? Whoa. The hell is this empty room? The evolution of Axel. Ooh, this ought to be interesting. Axel was inspired by a game tester on Twisted Metal 1. The tester suggested a vehicle with a cage sandwiched between two giant wheels. A man would sit inside the cage and control the vehicle. The idea of a man strapped between the two massive tires grew from this core idea. This concept art shows how Axel evolved from that initial concept to the staple Twisted Metal character he has since become. Now this I find interesting because Axel has been one of my favorite, but also most hated designs. Just because he's so easy to flip over, it gets frustrating to control Axel. It's so easy to flip over, but at the same time, Axel is one of those vehicles that's it's kind of well-rounded, I want to say. I could be wrong, but I've always felt Axel was a pretty fair vehicle choice. He wasn't too weak. He wasn't too strong. He had his benefits. Yeah, this is the design they used for Black, where his feet's getting dragged along the pavement. Ugh, that's just morbid. Ew. Yeah, there's the Twisted Metal 1 view. I think they went with a similar design for Head On, too. I don't know, I can't remember what Axel looks like in Head On, but I want to say they probably went with the basic design again. But I remember seeing this, I used to have one of those demo discs for PlayStation 1, and on it there was a demo video of Twisted Metal 2, and I remember seeing Axel, and I'm like, whoa, that's freaking cool! It's just a dude with guns and two giant tires. And that's part of what made me interested in the series. That and the kick-ass soundtrack. Like, the music they used for that demo video was awesome. So, of course, my 6 or 7-year-old mind was like, oh my goodness, I gotta play this. I gotta play this game. It's so violent and cool and edgy. Sorry, Jeffy, I know you hate it when people say edgy, but vehicle concept art. Attempts are always made to give Twisted Metal vehicles a flourish that will elevate them from simple cars into full-blown characters, but balance is necessary. Too much flourish and the fantasy of car combat is lost. Too little and the vehicles feel generic and bland. In these images, notice the drooping headlights on the taxi, meant to suggest a tired, worn-out character. Even the smiley face on the tow truck's wrecking ball is an attempt to spice up what would otherwise be a generic and thus dull vehicle. That's interesting. That's actually something that I haven't exactly noticed or bothered pointing out, but yeah, like, Twisted Metal, part of what makes Twisted Metal special is the fact that vehicles look unique. I mean, like Shadow, for example, a pink hearse or purple hearse. You're not going to see that anywhere else. So when you think that, you're going to think Twisted Metal. So yeah, Yellow Jacket. Yellow Jacket is driven by, I think, Needles Kane's father, Charles. I know that is in Black, but I don't know about all the other games. But yeah, I would have imagined that with the smiling face on the wrecking ball. This must have been concept art for Junkyard Dog. This is probably Warthog, yeah. Preacher, Brimstone. I like the bottom one. Although it's a little too junky, I'd say. So I'm kind of glad they went with the top one. The top one looks a little more pristine. Alright, so we're at 17 out of 29. So we're missing 12 more. Alright, let's check this one out. Traps. The on-foot levels of Twisted Metal Black 2 were slated to contain various platforming gameplay challenges, like the one you see before you. Collision on the traps, as well as the careful timing needed for any platforming play challenge, was never completed. This is why you can walk through any of the traps and platform challenges in this level and not get hurt. Enjoy, we won't go so easy on you next time. Thanks. Ah, this. I see. Let's see if we can make it. Nope. I would have died. I would have died. Alright. So what else we got? Here's another head. What would Sweet Tooth do? Notice the trash cans on the front of the truck. These images from Twisted Metal Black show an attempt to create a world where contestants used what they had around them in order to fortify and defend their vehicles. Stepping away from the fantasy-based Twisted Metal 1 and 2, where cars battled with no armor at all, Black attempted to create a more realistic version of what a Twisted Metal contest would be like in the real world. Which is one of the cool things that makes Black unique, is the fact that they were built from junk and still looked like what a Twisted Metal game would look like. So yeah, I always thought that was a cool concept. I mean, like Darkseid had a crushed police car in front of it to use as a battering ram. Like, that was really cool. Yeah, it gave like a little bit of a Mad Max vibe to it. Almost, but not enough to make it look like, oh, it's just Twisted Metal trying to be Mad Max. That's interesting. Is this just a whole 2D? Is this just a whole 2D object right here? You see what I'm seeing here? It's yeah, I think it is. It's interesting though, because like if you were to come around this corner here, it would still just like you wouldn't even bother checking that out. It would just be like a whole pile of cars there. It wouldn't have stopped and phased through. I'm trying to like pick apart all the pieces of this. I would imagine I have to jump over this. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh god, that was a little janky. Alright, be factual. We're at 20 out of 29, we're almost there. Recurring themes. These images show concept art for a shopping mall, a freeway, and city rooftops. 3 locales or locales that came up for discussion each time the team makes a new Twisted Metal game. Rooftop and freeway levels seem to make it into every title, but the shopping mall, discussed as far back as Twisted Metal 1, has never made it into a Twisted Metal game. The challenge has always been having enough texture space so the shop fronts inside the mall would look different from one another. With limited texture space, the game would have to repeat the same hobby shop storefront, for example, over and over again. In a game where split screen is a huge factor, not being able to glance at your opponent's screen and know which of the 10 hobby shop storefronts he is racing past makes for really bad gameplay. I would also imagine, too, like, if you were to incorporate a shopping mall, a giant shopping mall, as a map, you would probably have a couple of floors, right? Like, you would have floor 1, floor 2, and floor 3 all stacked on top of one another. And I feel like that may just be confusing overall, so you may just have to go with, like, another giant layout of, similar to like, suburbs or something, I would say. I'm not entirely sure. I'm just spitballing here. I feel like a shopping mall may not have worked, but there could be workarounds. So this is cool. This is really cool. A little too cathedral-like, though. Interesting. Interesting art. We should be approaching another one here shortly. There. Oh. I think I just saw one. Oh, oh goodness. Oh, you can just go through it. Okay. Alright, pitfalls of concept artists. One of the pitfalls of having amazing concept artists on the team is that people get swept up in the drama of an image and forget that the actual game, no matter how good the graphics, will never look like the art. It is not a graphics issue, it's a camera perspective issue. The game could not be played from the dramatic cameras shown in these images. Because of this, the finished levels, some having graphics that look very close to the concept art, lack the same punch that the concept art delivered. Interesting. Interesting stuff. I hope we didn't take a wrong turn. Was there like an alternate path we could go through? Let me just phase through all this. Okay, no. It's, unless, can I jump on this? Alright. Phase powers activate. Sweet Tooth's new special, phase through matter. We gotta be getting close. Gotta be getting close to the end here. I would imagine this section would have had a lot of combat going on. Same body, different skin. Oftentimes, a car will be chosen to go into the game, but the debate over the skin that covers that car's body will go on for months after. In Twisted Metal Black, the black and white police car became Crazy 8, the rusted red old-time stock car. The other image is Severed, Sam's modern-day race car, seen in the bonus Twisted Metal Black levels. This car went through many color variations before the team settled on the final color choice. Oh, so that was originally supposed to be Outlaw. I gotcha. And then, yeah, this is 12 Pack's car. Or this is 12 Pack right here. Okay, cool. We'll be doing Twisted Metal Lost in another video. I just wanted to do this one first. What was this supposed to be? Was this supposed to be like a bottomless pit? Huh. Alright, so climbing up here. Nothing interesting here. Up, 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 come on. There we go. Game design. Game design concepts are usually sketched out on paper. Are usually sketched out or paper designed to determine if they will be worth putting into the game. Here are some gameplay-specific images, including interactive billboards that never made it into Twisted Metal Black, the much-hated hovercops from Twisted Metal 1, and a whole slew of gameplay concepts from a designer's sketchbook. If you look closely at the sketches, you can see initial concept for the ejector seat play mechanic that found its way into Twisted Metal Black. The ejector seat play mechanic. As in when your car explodes, your character goes flying out? We're gonna have to see what they mean by that. Eat your noodles! I'm trying to look for it. Where is it? Oh, that. The hover... These guys were in Twisted Metal 1? I had no idea. Still, that would be a cool idea for a new Twisted Metal game. For, to have, like, a kind of crisis mode. You know how in, like, shooter games you have to... Wait. How do I get in there? Oh, okay. Well, problem solved. Excuse me. Apologies. Okay, cool. I wonder if this is where you would, like, retrieve parts for your car or something. Assuming that they were going to put in, like, some kind of car customization mode or something. Oh, wow, it goes deeper. Okay. Let's go to, like, the very back of this. See how far we can go. Sweet. Needles, I need you to... Okay, there we go. Alright, so I'm venturing out into a whole nother section. We need to go back and make sure we take a look at these. But first, let's climb these boxes, make sure we're not missing anything else. Here we go. Nothing, right? Okay, good. Alright, let's go down here, read this one. The ice cream truck for Twisted Metal Black took 6 months to design. Holy shit. With over 300 concept sketches done before the team locked on the final version. In the following images, you can see the attention to detail that went into everything from choosing the right clown head to figuring out what was inside the back of the truck itself. You can also see the original art of the ice cream truck labeled Demonic Ice Cream Truck that was designed well before the character of Sweet Tooth was even conceived. Oh god. That is terrifying. Yeah, and this is the design they went with for Black. It's a cool one. Clown head is weird. Yeesh. Oh yeah, and there's the first one. Ugh. That don't scream Sweet Tooth. That screams like Tasty Tooth. Or Sweet Canine. Or Sweet Molar. Can we get something like that, Jeffy? I want you to make a knockoff Twisted Metal. And name the character Sweet Molar. Sweet Molar. Oh, that's gruesome. Interesting. It took them 6 months just to settle on a design for Sweet Tooth. Grimm began life as a mysterious badass on a motorbike. I would assume so. From there, as these images show, the team flirted with giving Grimm an animated skeleton riding shotgun in the sidecar. That's pretty cool. There was also the concept of a decaying department store mannequin's sidekick. One version of Grimm showed him as a man wearing the head of a slaughtered bull on his head. Fresh spins on old characters is one of the trademarks of the Twisted Metal series, keeping the characters and stories fresh from game to game. He was also a pirate captain in Twisted Metal 4, Captain Grimm. And he had cannonballs. That's pretty cool. I know that the Twisted Metal movies, the lost cutscenes, the endings for Twisted Metal 1, Grimm was like basically death, and his ending cutscene was just this cruddy looking bony skeleton arm going, "You, Calypso, are my prize." Oh my goodness. I think I might do a video of us of just watching those, because those are something else. That's pretty cool. I like that design a lot. That one's a little medieval looking. Still cool, but I wouldn't have gone for it. I would have gone with the other one. Oh, what else? Go up here. Nothing here. Alright, now we venture out into the open here. Cool. Just trying to make sure I don't miss a single factoid. That did happen on my first run. And, here we go. These are two posters designed to go into the game world of Twisted Metal 1. The image of Calypso can be found in the arena level of the first Twisted Metal. The image of the hover cop admonishing players of Urban Assault, the game's title when it was in production, did not make it into the game. Calypso welcomes you, Urban Assault 2004. Playing Urban Assault as a crime? Oh boy. Such a bad title. I get why they would name it that, but, man, just not a good name. It's not too crazy about it. I know I'm going in a circle here, but I'm just trying to be thorough. Alright, we're getting to the end of it. Once a level is laid out, concept artists create a high-level map of the entire battlefield. Yeah, we learned that earlier. The image helps team members get a good sense of the level as a whole, as well as capturing the visual mood and feel that the level should have. The following images are high-level master maps from Twisted Metal 2. I don't remember that one. I haven't played Twisted Metal 2 in a long time, though, so... This one I remember. I remember this one. This one I also remember. Because, like, getting into the lava, you wouldn't have too much time to get out of there. But Coolio. I wonder if these searchlights had anything. Hey, there's Sweet Tooth. Let's not get into that yet. There's still one more that we're missing. We already looked at this one. But, what was I going to say? Oh, here we go. The world of Twisted Metal has inspired a great deal of Moody concept art. Oftentimes, the art is designed solely to convey the mood of the game, never intended to be used for game production. The following images show some of the moodier art created for the series. The last image is a storyboard from the Evangelist sequence in Brimstone's end movie from Twisted Metal Black. Ooh. Yeah, and there's Bloody Mary, Sweet Tooth, or Needles Cane, Preacher, Needles again. Huh. Interesting. Alright, here we go. This is the last one. The Lost Toys. Over the years, toy companies have routinely approached Sony, hoping to get the go-ahead to create a line of Twisted Metal toys. This would have been freaking awesome. From action figures to collectible cars, many companies have expressed interest in bringing the Twisted Metal universe into the world of toys. While there are currently no plans for a Twisted Metal toy line, the following images show some of the prototype toys made in hopes of bringing final toys to the market. This would have been freaking awesome. I would have set out to buy everything in that case. Like, Twisted Metal, like, imagine going to Target or Walmart and you see Hot Wheels or Matchbox, I would imagine Hot Wheels though, Hot Wheels branded Twisted Metal toys of die-cast models of Sweet Tooth and Mr. Grimm and Spectre and Shadow, and then you had like maybe limited edition ones like Dark Tooth or Tower Tooth, like the boss characters. Do you know how freaking awesome that would have been? That would have been. I would have my back wall in my apartment covered in those. Sony would have made bank on that deal. Oh my god. I want it so badly. Like, just seeing this, I want to see if anyone has any replicas of this, or if they have any of the prototype models. Like, I would dish out some serious money for this. That is, that is some potential childhood right there. Congratulations, you've achieved all the objectives. Yay! Oh, and that's it. We can look at his car here. Yes, I know I've achieved all the objectives. Can I do anything? Or do I just exit? Just save then. Overwrite data. Do we get like an end cutscene or something? Nope. Just the loading screen, I guess, and the main menu, right? Yep, that's it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know there aren't too many... like, looking at a behind-the-scenes thing isn't too interesting from a Let's Play perspective, but I thought it was interesting for, like, you know, educational purposes and whatever, but... anyways, hope you all enjoyed it. Hope this was interesting. I'm going to look at some more Twisted Metal content for more videos, so take care, guys. See ya.